Good morning, everyone. I am here in Trieste, and I'm on the piazza of the Italian Unification. So there's up the town hall with the statue of the four continents, and then the sea is over there. So yesterday was quite a dull day. In terms of road, like the road really wasn't that interesting. So in the morning, when I made the video, it was still small roads and it was still okay. But as I got more into it, it was just bigger roads with a lot of vehicles, a lot of traffic. So yeah, nothing much to see. That's why I didn't take a lot of pictures, because there just wasn't much. And yeah, I guess the only sort of funny thing that happened is around lunchtime. So there was not a lot on the road, and so around 10 o'clock I found a bunch of supermarkets, which is where I get my lunch. And I was like, well, no, I'm not gonna buy lunch at 10, because then it's gonna get all warm and gross by the time I need to eat at 1. So no, I'm just gonna have to hold up and try to, wait it out. Maybe around 11 could be good. But around 11 there was just nothing. And I want to say around noon, I find this discount store, and I'm like, not Dollarama, but like not that far from it. Like there was still like some foods and everything, but it's just discount. I think that's even what it's called, discount. So I say, okay, well, you know what? I'm not sure I'm gonna find anything else after that. I'm just gonna try it for the best, and I did. So I found like radishes and radishes and kiwis and bread. So I made a lunch out of it, but not super satisfied. And I put everything in my bag, and then I kept on going. And on the same street, a little after, there was a Lidl, and then there was another shopping center. And then I just entered a big town. I didn't know I entered a big town, but I did. And so in the big town, I found a bunch of other places. I want to say 6 or 7. Like there was a lot. So I was not super happy with my lunch. And then around the big roads, there's not a lot of places to stop and have lunch. So once I found a place that was, it was like a little church with a bench outside of it. So I stopped there, ate my lunch, read my book. And yeah, just kept on going. Like the afternoon was just that. Like there's just nothing to see on the road. It was just a lot of road. It was only when I was about to get to Trieste, there was a hill, but unlike the other hills I've done so far, this one was very gradual. So like you didn't, like I don't think I sweat or anything. I just got tired. But yeah, it was very, very gradual, which means like it took, I want to say 45 minutes to climb. And so after you're done of climbing, you want to just do something else, even in flat would be nice. So yeah, I finally reached the top and then made my way down, which was nice because it made its way down right on Trieste, so you had some nice views of the city, but the photos weren't that great just because it was so foggy and so gray. And yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. I thought I'd be more on the coast. It seemed like the road seemed to be on the coast, but I guess it was just with the mountains between the coast and the road. So it was just a bummer. But and then I came to the hostel and settled down. So I brought all my stuff upstairs, and then I asked the lady. Oh, the room is huge. It's a really big room for 10 people, but still like lots of space. And I asked the lady if my bike was safe downstairs, and she's like, you know what, let's bring it in. Like I think you should bring it up. So it's 3 flights of stairs, no elevator, and so I brought my bike all the way upstairs, left it in the room. Yeah. And then she proposed, she's like, oh, well, you should go visit Trieste. So she told me the sites to go. But it was right at sunset, which would be really lovely. It was a nice sunset too. It's just that there was not the castle is on a hill, and so it's like, that's perfect, like I'll have a nice view of the city from the hill. But the castle is closed, so by the time I got up there, everything was closed, and I could not get a nice view. I got some glimpses of the sky that was like really pinkish purplish, but I couldn't get a good view of the city or even of the sky. So then I came down, I went to a cafe that she recommended, but it was really busy and a bit too posh for the way I was dressed. And so I just kept on going. Nothing really of note. There was actually one interesting fountain, so it was a big staircase. So the way it is, there's, for the road, I'm still on the hill, and there's a road below that gets into a tunnel. And the staircase goes above the tunnel, so at the end, like, it splits in two to open up for the tunnel. And there's a fountain not on the staircase, but on the side of the staircase. And so it's really weird because it sprays at the top, and then it makes like a little artificial river going down for a little bit. And so it almost feels like it's one of those zoos that has like a little terrarium for frogs, because everything is so moist because of the splash of the fountain. So it was rather strange. But other than that, yeah, nothing really to note. Lucy told me I should get some pastries, so I think that's what I'm going to do this morning. As soon as I see a pastry shop, I'll get a couple of pastries as a snack, and then maybe for lunch I'll get a few more, depending if I like them or not. And yeah, I guess the only other thing of note, so I slept really early. I think around 9 I was out, just because I guess yesterday was 90 kilometers, so it was quite difficult. Long, not difficult, it was long. So once I was lying down, I didn't last very long. And yeah, I just went to bed, didn't really wake up much, and then in the morning around 8 I go out to sort of like freshen up, and then before going to breakfast, and I see these policemen in the entrance hall. So I just sort of ignore. I'm not gonna be snoopy. I sort of freshen up, brush my teeth, and then when I come out again, I get breakfast, and then there's a guy that's talking about the police, and so I'm like, oh, he must be the one involved, or he must know what's going on. And then turns out, so he tells me after a while, turns out that he has the same name as an outlaw here. And so once he checked in, the police system beeps saying like, oh, this guy finally checked in at this hostel. And so the police came to investigate, and he showed his passport and everything was fine. He's from England. And yeah, so I asked him, like, has this happened a lot before? Like, do you know you have? He's like, no, this is the first time. I have no idea. I was in Venice before, nothing happened. So maybe it's a local guy, don't know. But yeah, so I had breakfast, and today I'm thinking, so today I want to get, in the next few days I want to get to Slovenia, Ljubljana, but that's about 7 hours away, 6.5, 7 hours away. So it's too much for one day, but it's not enough for two. So I'm thinking I'm gonna stick around here and for half a day until lunch, and after lunch start making my way over, and then do the same, like maybe tomorrow I'll just do it in the morning and get to Ljubljana and visit in the afternoon. That's about it. Yeah, and that's my plan for today, and try to see a bit more of things that I missed yesterday. I might do, there's a cave apparently that's quite neat. I might do that depending on how much time I have in the morning. Yeah, I'll see. Alright, bye.